Welcome to Be the Boss of Your Money. And you know the drill. It's Mitch here, wanting you to be better with your money, spreading knowledge about the stock market, investing. And basically, I'm coming to you with the questions, the big picture questions that are on your mind. Like, what if we go into a recession and stocks tank? Whoo. That's what we're going to talk about today. I want you to know that this is a live stream. So, like, as I'm doing this, I'm not like reading from a cue card or a script. I just turn the camera on and go. Try to do it as close to 4:30 as possible. But I didn't think of asking this question until like a minute before I turned the camera on and the audio, which is connected to mic, the microphone here. This is a really good mic, by the way, the Shure MV7. But what if we do? And that's the question that people really want to know, because I talk about long-term investing and things you could control and dollar cost averaging, uh, trying to work until you reach full retirement age for claiming Social Security, uh, cutting, unnecessary expenses. There's just so many things we talk about. Interest rates, why we're having a bank crisis, what really happened. We talk about all of these things. So I want you all to improve and learn. And hey, listen, if you like what you see here, maybe you'll try reaching out and have a one-on-one conversation with me about your your investments, your financial plan, and all those all important things that you need to know more about. You can reach me at clientfirststrategy.com or check me out at any of these social media formats, okay, platforms, I should say, and check out my content. Reach me through them. You can DM me. You could, all my contact information is available to you. And let's have a one on one and see if we're a good fit for each other and what you need to do and if what you're doing is right to get you to where you want to go. Okay. So let's roll the quick intro. We're talking about what if we do go into a recession and the stock market tanks. It's what's on your mind while you're watching, whether in the live stream or the replay. Please give us a thumbs up or a heart or a wow, whatever reaction is available to you, so we could spread the good word to your contacts about the good work we do here. I love hearing from you. So if you have a question, ask me in the comments. That's what the comments are for. I really get a kick out of it when you ask me your questions. It's definitely the best part about doing this. Let me know if I'm coming in loudly enough for you. And, words of wisdom, words of encouragement are always appreciated in the comments. Also, or just, leave me with your favorite emoji. All right. So let's roll the intro and we'll get into the main topic. Here we go. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. We're just getting started. I'm Mitch Goldberg. You're watching my live stream, Be the Boss of Your Money, kind of like a podcast. I guess I could say, welcome to the pod. I saw one comment out there and I really appreciated that. This is from Tashawn Massey. Very nice. Love the message. Good subject to talk about. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate you stopping by and hearing us out. So, this is going to be a very subjective answer because you could ask 10 different people the same question and get 10 different answers. 100 people, 100 different answers. Okay, first of all, if we go into a recession, and people act like if we go into a recession and we get in, stocks take a major dump, we go into a severe bear market, much worse than what we've seen so far this cycle. This happens. This wouldn't be the first time it happens. Why is everybody treating this like it's lights out if we go into a bear market, really bad one, and a recession. Why everyone's acting like that's it, pull the plug, it's all over. We're going to go into nuclear winter lockdown and not come out of our bomb shelters. I'm really sorry about that, guys. I'm so freaking tired. Have not. I was on vacation for most of last week and got back Sunday, and I'm still just catching up on my sleep. I was in Arizona, maybe the time zone, a little jet lag. I don't know. Something's throwing me off. But anyway, everyone's treating this like it's lights out, like it's over. We're never going to have another good day in the market again. The economy is going to be horrible forever. Whatever you have left, just preserve it because it's all you're ever going to get again. And, you got to hold on to every penny and have this total scarcity mentality. That couldn't be further from the truth because the stock market has always recovered from every bear market. The economy has always recovered from every recession. Now, I don't think it's really up for debate how we got here. I mean, we were moving along okay. We had a little bit of an inflation scare in late 2018. Fed raised rates a few times and cut rates. Moving through 2019 okay. Moving through the first part of 2020 okay. Pandemic hits, throws everything off. Supply chain issues, lockdowns all over the world. Millions of people die from COVID. It's just a pandemic, and Fed cuts rates, stocks take off. A lot of people got stimmy money, right? Stimulus money to trade stocks. It became the age of Robinhood and novice traders new investors who decided they knew what they were talking about, just like every generation before them. And of course, they didn't, just like every generation before them. They speculated, they got burnt so bad, and it's going to take them years to get back into the market. Here we are, the Fed's raising rates. Inflation is up. Then we have a banking crisis. I should say banking. It's a bank crisis. Banking is not what we're having. It's a difference. There's a difference. So we have these every now and then, and each time it seems insurmountable that we're never going to recover. And then we do. And then things get better. This is part of investing, bear markets and recessions. It's never been different. It's always like this. So if we have it, so what? For many of you watching this, it's not a bad thing. A down market would be your friend. Should the market always be at a high? Should you always buy stocks when they're at an all-time high? Is that what you want? Would that make you feel better? Or should you always buy stocks consistently and forget about the highs and the lows and just buy consistently and know that in 15 years, 10 years or more, 10 or 15 years or more, everything's going to be okay. Companies will have grown earnings, share prices will have gone up, and you'll be okay. I can't say this for sure for individual stocks, but I'm really confident about saying this for, diversified type stock funds, index funds, that, mutual funds, exchange traded funds. By the way, diversification is a strategy that we use to reduce risk, but it doesn't necessarily protect your portfolio from going down in a generally down market. And you can't invest directly into an index, but you could invest into a security that tracks or mimics an index. I should say, investing could cause headaches, nausea, infection. Speak with your doctor before taking this. If it burns when you pee, you should definitely call your doctor, let him or her know, and discontinue taking this medication. I don't know. whatever we could cram into the disclaimers, why not, right? So what we need to focus on is, what if we go into a recession? Well, does that affect your job? How would that affect you? Is there something that you should be doing to protect yourself? Instead of worrying about the market going down because of a recession, maybe you should worry about taking some kind of certification course or something to help you stand out amongst employers. So if unemployment goes up, which typically happens when there's a recession, so that you could either hang on to your job or look more attractive to a new employer. How about sharpening your skills that are valued in the workforce? How about sprucing up your LinkedIn profile or your Facebook profile and get rid of anything that shouldn't be there. So then you apply for a new job if you need a new job. That happens, and layoffs happen. So maybe these are the things you should follow. Find a class that teaches you something new, or a certification or a degree, and earn and show the world that you are growing, that you are learning, that you're not just going to work and going home and you'll take care of everything if you have a layoff or whatever. Uh, do something to that effect. How about emergency savings? Most people don't have any emergency savings. So how about you figure out what you need to do? Excuse me. How about you figure out what to do? Hi, Menley, I see you out there. Figure out what you need to do so that you have an emergency savings. It could be 3 months or 6 months or something like that of savings to help carry you through a job loss. You still have responsibilities. The responsibilities don't stop because your income stopped, right? How about that? How about that? We're in a new year, still pretty new. I mean, we're almost done with the first quarter. Did you increase by at least 1 or 2% the amount of money that you put into your 401k every pay period? Did you get a raise this year? Did you increase? So if you got a raise, then presumably you should be putting more money into your 401k plan and your IRA, right? Did you update your W-4 form because you're getting too much of a tax refund, or you're not paying enough in taxes, so you owe money at the end of the year for taxes? These are the things you should be doing. Did you update the beneficiary designations on all of your insurance policies and your IRAs? Because if something happens to you, you get hit by the proverbial bus, who's going to inherit your money? A lot of people still have an ex-spouse or their parents as their beneficiary designation when that's not what they want. These are the things you control about your money. Did you check out a better price for your auto insurance? There are so many things to do about money. It's not just about investing and saving a few bucks more. Okay. Have you checked your life insurance policies lately? Or do you have term policies that are close to terming out? Maybe you need to wonder about that. Maybe you need to get in shape, not just because you're going to be applying for a new life insurance policy, but because the thing that insulates you the most from assisted living and all those other expensive things that tear your finances apart, if you have any finances in old age, is care, the need for care. And the only thing you could do is really just take better care of yourself. Spoke to a friend today, and we talked about group policies. He has the opportunity to get into a group policy, which I think would be a good idea for him because he's so out of shape and so overweight that I don't think he'd be able to qualify for life insurance or disability or any kind of insurance based on his health. But how about take care of your health? It's not just about wealth, it's about health too, right? So what if we go into a recession? You can't help it if we do. You have no control over it. You can piss and moan about it. You could worry about it. You could complain about politics all you want. But recessions happen no matter what. None of these things will do anything. Recessions happen because economies are cyclical. They go up, they go down, they go up, they go down. Every time they go down, it seems insurmountable that we could ever recover. They recover. It seems like the good times will last forever. And then they don't last forever. We go back down again. It's just over and over and over. Not something to be afraid of. It's something that you should know by now to be prepared for. So what are you doing to prepare for the next recession, for the next bear market? Now, for your stocks, so if stocks go down more, we haven't tested the lows yet. You hear that a lot. Well, if we go into recession, we have to retest the lows, which would send the stock market down like another 15, 20% down from where it is now. And that'll suck. That'll be scary. A lot of people will be like, worried, why am I putting money away? I should just spend my money on having fun rather than just making money and losing it in the stock market. Well, then you have to decide, is the stock market even right for you? Yeah, I might be the only financial advisor who actually comes out and asks you that. Like, maybe the stock market's not for you. Maybe you shouldn't be in the market. Maybe for you, it doesn't work. Okay, fine. At least you'll know. There are plenty of people that are totally hedonistic. They spend any dollar they have because they could be hit by the proverbial bus tomorrow. And that's, you know, and they could be hit by the proverbial bus tomorrow. And that's their thing. That's their way of thinking. It's okay. I'm not knocking it. It's a personal choice. You're not asking me for a loan when you retire. That's fine. Make sure you know what's going to work for you now. Should you invest in the stock market if the market's going to go down? Well, you don't know if the market's going to go down. Well, it'll probably go down. It usually does go down in recessions. Everything I read says when we go into a recession, the stock market doesn't bottom before, it bottoms during. I hate the word always because it's always different. I should say that. It's not always exactly the same. And once everybody knows about a statistic or something that would typically happen, it doesn't happen anymore. So how about the stock market goes down? Just hang on because you're a long-term investor. But money you need over the next few years, that should already be in cash. So you don't have to sell into a down market, right? Because presumably your required minimum distribution or the money you need to put a down payment on a house that you want to buy, that's already in cash. I mean, it should be in cash. If it's not, that should already be in cash regardless of how much you think the market goes up or down, the stock market, right? These are the things that you could control. So the stock market going down is not a scary event. It's normal. It's normal, right? I mean, stock markets, let me say it this way. Bear markets and bull markets are not separate events. They're just part of the same cycle. The cycle goes on and on. It's not something to be afraid of. I think the media is spooking the hell out of people because I spoke about this yesterday at length. Bad news sells. The bank failed. That sells. The bank did their ordinary business. They took in deposits. They made loans to other businesses or consumers. Everything is fine. They paid their money to their depositors. Nothing happened. The CEO went home at 5 o'clock to have dinner with his family and came back the next day, did it again. If I tell you that every day, you're going to tune out. It's boring. No one gives a heck, right? But if I tell you the bank failed and it's going to cause a domino effect and your bank could be next, you might have to get your money out of the bank and you have to worry about FDIC insurance. Ooh, now I have your attention, right? Let's remember that we will get through this. Don't let the bad news scare you out of a investment plan. Do you have an investment plan? Or do you just throw spaghetti against the fridge and hope something sticks? Is your financial plan just that you're going to make so much money in your job, your business, your career, your investing, whatever? You're going to make so much money that all the money will take care of all the planning anyway. Do you think that? If that's what you think, you're wrong, because the most successful people I know who make the most money are also pretty decent at planning, where they work with a planner. Like me, by the way. Shameless plug, I know, but it's all part of the process. So what if we have a recession and a bear market? You have been warned. We could have one. But I say that every day. We could have a recession or bear market at any given time. Look what happened with the pandemic. It happened overnight, just like that. Recession. You always have to be prepared for a bad moment. That's why we call an emergency fund, because you never know when you're going to need it. It's like insurance. You don't just buy insurance when you have an emergency. You buy insurance and you pay for it all the time because you don't know the timing of an emergency. So that's the story for today. I thank you for watching. You can check me out at clientfirststrategy.com or any of these social media platforms over my right shoulder. I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you very much, Bentley. Good point. I appreciate that. And have a very good night. I'm going to go cook some cod tonight for dinner. All right. See you tomorrow.